Good. 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 Sorry. Just channeling my inner Darth persona there, but welcome. Welcome back, everyone. Bruce Revenant. Star Wars, why not? I figured it was been a while since I had a copyright strike due to music, so, but how's everyone doing tonight? Hopefully having a good retro night. This is sort of a pseudo-retro, I guess, with this game, which is still pretty old. I mean, this is like 2003, which is a long time ago. And it's funny thinking back to Star Wars. Sure is. This is the shuttle SN41G2 with the Radeon 9700 Pro doing its thing. So it's still my go-to XP machine, as you can tell up there as well. There it is, with the Windows Media Center running on there. Still love this machine. I should probably do a follow-up video where I upgrade it a little more, since I have some other parts that would make it even more fast or flying. But I was just contemplating a little bit. I wanted to play something I haven't played for a while, and Jedi Academy is one that struck me because it's a really good game. But I thought back to some other times we played other Star Wars games from the 90s. It was kind of like a drought before the prequel trilogy came out, right? In the mid to late 90s, there was nothing until, well, Attack of the Clones came in. I'm sorry, Phantom Menace. Getting my prequels mixed up. But by 2003, then, we already had two of the movies, and well, let's see. When did Revenge of the Sith come out? Was that 2003 or 2005? I've been in 2005, but Inisuka, welcome. We had more Star Wars content by then, right? So then now Raven was basically not making any more Star Wars games after this. I mean, they made the Outcast game as well, and this one, which of course is almost a direct sequel. So you now have, you know, this is what's Star Wars, you know, Jedi Knight, Jedi Academy, but technically this is like Star Wars, Dark Forces, like 5, Jedi Knight 3, Jedi, whatever it is. So they kind of lost a bit all the stuff at the end, right? So thanks for joining, Bruce. I know you're probably near driving around right now, so I appreciate you joining. And I remember playing this game quite a while back when it basically came out. I don't have my copy anymore, but it was a really good game. And I mean, it took everything that Jedi Outcast did well, and then just kind of made it almost like what Hogwarts Legacy is today. It's like you get to experience going through, kind of being at the Jedi Academy in this case. Putting yourself in the shoes of a Padawan is learning, right? So, unfortunately, while I don't have any current box for it, I do have the Limited Run Games one that I made a video on unboxing and everything, but they followed this style on all their Star Wars related games, basically mimicking the back of it, of the original, but then the front has a unique look to it to make sure it stands out from the other ones. And it's very, very glossy and very dusty. You know, piano black, which looks very cool on the shelf, but it picks up fingerprints like nobody's business. So sadly, this would not be the original box. And I honestly don't remember if this one even had an original big box release, because that was right at the end when big box games were not being sold anymore in store because it took so much space on retail. They started transitioning to small box. So I don't know. Someone correct me here, but I don't know if there even is a big box version of Jedi Academy. Since I don't even know if there's one for Outcast. There might be one for Outcast from like the Sam's Club and that kind of stuff. This one comes with a certificate of authenticity to show that it's a numbered one. We have a Star Wars Jedi Academy coin. There's a thumb drive. There's a little pin. And then a steelbook. And the actual game is just embedded at the very bottom here because it is a actually in one of these blister packs. So they put these games on here to make it look like this was the Kenner, or whatever the one, the figurines, right? To make it look like a blister pack. So I haven't broken this one. I'm playing with the GOG version of the game now. And also includes, let's see if I can dig it out of here. A ginormous poster, I think. Yeah, they did pack a lot of stuff into these things. So I'll give props to Limited Run Games there. They kind of try to make them unique from the original releases. Won't spend too much time here, but I haven't actually opened this entire thing in a long time. This is what I should have used for the thumbnail. I should have unfolded this, taken a picture of it. There you go. Old poster. Probably hang that. Comes with some, like, this feels like kind of like a little bit of a cheap thing, though. They throw in, like, these art cards, and, I mean, they're neat, but it's just a printing out art on cardstock, basically. Oh, it's too late for that, Doppler. It's way past that. I actually did a video where I basically broke the seal on all my Star Wars ones. As I opened all of them at the same time in one video, but Anyway, it's still neat to have on the shelf because these are ones that you won't either find or they were never released in big box. It's neat to have it. So I applaud limited run games for doing that kind of stuff at least. And that's a way for me to get some of the games I never otherwise would possibly buy or get. So anyway, play some Star Wars, and I haven't played Jedi Academy in a long time. It's a really neat game where you basically have the Outcast style of gameplay, but you get to design your character a little bit and go through life at the Jedi Academy with some missions and stuff. Of course, it's very story-driven, but it emphasizes or just enhances the Outcast gameplay, and it's a hauler in LAN and deathmatch and stuff because of lightsaber combat. It's really good in Jedi Academy for its time. It's funny because when you can look back now, it does have, like, you know, some, like, I don't know, it's a Quake 3 game, right? With all that comes with that. So let's get ready for that copyright marker for Lucas based music. Yeah, I've never seen a big box. I don't know. Again, I've fairly certain Outcast got a big box release, and it's pretty rare because it's very tail end of it, like 2002, right? By 2003, there really weren't any big boxes left because they'd all transitioned to small boxes. So, yeah. So small box for Jedi Academy is probably the only one that exists, if I remember right. But this game has now been ported to modern consoles. You can play this on the Switch. You can play it on the PS4 if you want. I mean, every console known to man at this point, I believe, has a port of this game, or digitally you can get it now. So it's very easy to play this game on modern systems. The cool thing with the GOG stuff is that you can just drag the install executable right over and play it straight up. So as far as the settings, for a reminder, then we have the specs right here. We are running with a Radeon 9700 Pro, which is the horsepower in this machine. This is the shuttle system. But the 9700 Pro were pretty much exactly time period accurate, but the Outcast and Jedi Academy games run on a modified version of the Quake 3 engine. So, you know, Quake 3 is, of course, considerably older than that, a few years, so they added additional features to it, but it's still, you know, quote-unquote easier to run. But I have opted to crank everything here. We're running at 1024 by 768. Feel it's still a comfortable resolution and makes it easy for streaming. I have set everything else you can tell here. 32-bit color, you know, very high, everything. I did notice when I was testing it a little bit is that some of the transparency effect does slow down the game down a little bit, but I would have more than been happy with that setup playing it. Yes, it does, but it just introduces tearing. I mean, that's just the bad part of it, right? Because the capture is it's a frame grabber. The data path is a frame grabber, so it grabs whatever it sees. So in this case here, if there's tearing, you're going to pick up that tearing along the way. So in many cases, we've done this, especially since the frame capture isn't always in sync with the resolution or the refresh rate. It's pretty easy to introduce tearing into the capture. So in general, I do VSync unless I'm doing benchmarking or something like that. So, you know, take it for what you will. But it does work with it on or off. The data path card is incredibly versatile in what it captures. There's very few things I've run into where it literally will not even synchronize or capture at all. It just, anything like PC related, it takes almost everything. So this CPU is an Athlon XP 2600 Plus. So this machine in general is like a 2002, 2003 build, or basically original from what I had. This CPU is the one I bought this machine with. So I bought this shuttle myself, original when it came out, and I still have it. So I made a video on it. So yeah, and also in capture, it's that thing like, you know, something might look good on CRT, especially on CRT, yeah, and then you get it on digital setup or capture something, it just doesn't look right. So it can be real distracting on a flat panel, I think, sometimes. But in this case, we're running it all the way through with max settings with VSync on. We can always come back and tweak that if we need to, but that's what we're going to run with right now. We're going to start a new game. And this game gives you a lot of flexibility in what to do. We are going to play on, I think, Padawan, because I'm a chump and I don't want to get killed over and over. I'm a Jedi, power fantasy, right? So, extremely difficult setting. That sounds like a recipe for disaster. And here's something that was brand new with Jedi Academy. And you actually are able to customize your character. And there's actually, you can play as a male or female through different species. And customize what they look like and the color and a whole bunch of stuff you can actually do. And the cool thing is, I've always played as a male in this game, but I play as a female tonight because I didn't realize that Jennifer Hale voices the female lead character And Jennifer Hale then has voiced like almost everything, including Commander Shepard in the Mass Effect series. I mean, she's in everything anymore. So, and most recently, the one I'm aware of is her voicing Bayonetta now too. But she has done for all the stuff. You know, I don't remember Bruce, honestly. I want to say yes, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I built this machine, and honestly, I wasn't that aware of the different... I mean, I just bought whatever CPU was out at the time. I never upgraded it. It's the original CPU. And the cool thing is Shuttle provides all that information on their website. Even today, you can still find it through their kind of like vintage library. They show you all the things they tested, including a 3000 plus, which makes me consider I should get that to max it out. And they also show that they tested a 9800 Pro in there to test the cooling of the shuttle. And it's actually pretty smartly designed as far as cooling goes, because the GPU sits at the very edge of the aluminum case. It has got nice airflow there for being so cramped. And then there's a heat pipe that cools the CPU. So you can check out the video I made on it where I took the whole thing apart. But so yeah, you can actually switch around. Let's see, we have Zabrak female. I don't know what that race is. Anyone familiar with that particular race from Star Wars? Human female, human male, Eldor male, Rhodian male. We like female. I think it's just neat that they added all that cool stuff. And I believe at least the Twi'lek female blue one is one of the poster ones. Ooh, it's a cool armor there. Look at that. Looking pretty rad. I think we're going to go with that just because it's fun. And I've never played as a female in this game. And you even get to customize here a little bit of what... so blue lightsaber might be a little silly with a blue skin. You will get different unlockables later with different saber styles, so you can change things around, but right now this is the only one we have. It actually gives you a bit of a mission select after you get through past a certain point in the game. So I really applaud what they try to do here, in a sense that they try to open it up and make it more like, you know, you're a Padawan going through the motion or the learning process here at the Jedi Academy, and not just like, here's the story. I read up on it too that Kal Katarn, the previous protagonist in the Jedi games, they didn't want to make him another game with him because he is now a very powerful Jedi. In the last time we left him off an outcast, like, he's pretty powerful. So to start over, they basically made him a mentor instead of having him as a playable character. That way they got to start over from scratch, and that way you are learning and unlocking abilities. Otherwise, you know, your Metroidvania stuff, right? Trying to explain why Samus loses all her abilities in every game, for example. Yep, this is where I started, Zukra. Or at least... Let's see. That one looks good. We'll go with the yellow. Let's see, we have, yeah, yellow, orange. Let me go with a yellow lightsaber. That's an orange. I don't think I've even seen an orange. But yes, you can customize this later in the game too. So which one did I decide now? Arbiter. Sentinel. Okay, there we got a black lightsaber and a black armor. I'm definitely... we'll see what happens as we get into the game. If we decide to... Of course, every Star Wars game has to have a morality thing where you're bad or good and all that stuff, right? And it's so cut and dry, black or white. But to be fair, the Jedi and the Sith are kind of like... They're pretty like, clear-cut, like, archetypical good and bad, right? So... although I will say in the Old Republic MMO, you actually get to play a little bit like you get to do, even if you play a Sith, you can kind of veer to the light side and vice versa. If you play as a Jedi, you can veer to the dark side. I think that's a pretty cool idea, not just like, here, you're a Jedi, you're just, you know, cross, straight, chosen path, all that stuff. So, what I didn't notice with setting these settings really high is that the loading actually takes a considerable amount of time. This is a spinning disc on here, and it takes a while to pre-cache this game, but the shader compilation even then. And there goes the copyright. No. I've actually noticed, and I'm not sure other content creators too, I haven't gotten marks, and I shouldn't say copyright, it's a content ID, which makes sense. Okay, you play music that you don't own, then they identify that and they say, hey, if someone else owns the rights to this, we're going to monetize your video. You can either split the profits or we take all of it depending on the license they have, which, I mean, it's fair that they own the copyright for it. With a lot of times with Star Wars, it was as soon as you just had one blip of Star Wars music, boom, it was gone. I mean, you immediately went to John Williams, LucasArts, all the stuff, because they own that. I haven't seen that on the last stuff we played Star Wars, and I think that probably YouTube with their new music library I'm guessing, made some agreement where they can do this. Because, I mean, a lot of people play Star Wars games. And you can play a Star Wars game without the Star Wars music. It's like, what's the point, almost? For those not aware, this game is set after Episode 3. Or not 3, Episode 6. So the Empire's fallen, and basically at this point now, they're just Imperial remnants trying to flee. And it's been like 10 years, I think. So Luke Skywalker is here. He's running Jedi Academy. You play as Jaden Core, which is, of course, a agnostic name there for female or male, to make it work with the story. And you're just being transported to Yavin 4 for Jedi training. And I believe the main character has built their own lightsaber, which is, like, unheard of. Of course, you're the chosen one. Got to be the chosen one, right?
We'll be arriving at the Academy in just a few minutes.
There we go. In-engine. Quake 3. It's got a certain charm to it, the Quake 3
that would
games.
Be so great.
Gotta turn down, and that guy's really annoying.
Aren't you excited? We're going to be Jedi, learning the ways of the Force, building a lightsaber. Of course, you already have one. I'm gonna get one of those stupid training sabers.
I wouldn't worry about that.
I can't
Trying to find the volume right here
I
now.
want to make a good impression.
You seem really nervous.
Aren't you? I mean, well, why would you be? You already have a lightsaber, so you're probably way ahead of me. I'm Rosh, by the way.
Not all annoying.
What's your name?
Punchable face,
Jaden.
maybe?
So where'd you get that lightsaber?
Well, it's kind of a long story. I found myself on the...
Oh no, something happened in the beginning of the game. We've never seen this plot twist before. It's supposed to be just a routine transporter course, but then you're shot down and gotta put in the game. How many games start like this? Like, literally, how many games start with something bad happening like that? And it's a pretty bog-standard plot device, but it does work, right?
Loud and clear. We made an emergency landing several clicks west of the Academy.
Is everyone all right?
I think
And
so.
sounded like with Luke Skywalker
We'll
there.
send a shuttle to pick you up. Can you lead the students to the nearby Masasi Temple?
Affirmative, Academy. We'll meet you there.
It's funny because I have very good memories of this game looking really good, and I think it still holds up quite well, but where it doesn't hold up is the stuff that's improved a lot. And, think about it, is the facial animation and stuff like that. It's very stiff, but I mean, a Quake 3 engine is from like 99, right? Or 99, 2000, so there's been a lot of improvements since then, even in the last few years here on this one. And we're loading. And you, of course, this is the main thing that's different between Outcast and this, is that you start with a lightsaber. And that makes a big difference, because both Jedi Knight and also Outcast, you have to, like, play for a while to get the lightsaber, and it,
Make your way to the
you know,
temple to shuttle
it
to
makes
the
sense from a story perspective, but
Jaden,
it's kind of
hey!
annoying.
I'm stuck. Can you help?
Hold on, Rosh. I'm on my way.
Jaden, see if you can make your way around there.
You can see all the... Here's where you see... Runs great, smooth, and then you look at the transparency effect. Ugh, slows down. It's the transparency
Maybe you can
effect,
use your
always.
lightsaber to cut those trees down and make a bridge. Thanks, Jaden.
He's even got the same, like, lightsaber light-up process there as Cal Katarn does. Yeah, there's no shortage of, like, they put you right in the middle of the plot here.
Colors. These howlers make good target practice, eh, Jaden?
Speak for yourself, I don't know with a lightsaber. You can also throw it right away, which is pretty cool. So if it runs too choppy, we'll turn it down, but at the same time, like, I remember, like, playing this myself, I would probably been happy with this. I mean, here with max settings right
No
now.
problem.
But we can probably turn some stuff down if it's too choppy. Checkpoint.
Watch out!
Like that. You'll learn different styles of combat later on and more force powers. Right now you have nothing because you're Padawan. There's nothing to learn yet. Freaking howlers. Eating my point, welcome.
Watch out!
I think they will be hurt there by the... You're shooting me, you jerk. Ah.
Hey, maybe you can use your saber to make another bridge.
Why, sure.
Great, let's go.
It's pretty nice interactivity you're getting here, because, you know, it's all scripted, obviously. But I mean, I feel that the new Jedi games, or Fallen Order, which I'm still playing through, and Survivor, like, you know, they've done a good job kind of carrying on this type of legacy, of course, doing a lot more platforming, so... You know, I was wondering about that, because my gut instinct was that I should go from the right direction, right? But it's fun to hear that it actually will smush you. But this game is quite a looker still, even if, you know, with 32-bit color and all the settings cranked here, it does look quite good. Textures are looking nice.
There's stormtroopers in the clearing.
And again, that facial animation leaves maybe a little something to be desired, but...
Maybe you should check it out. You're the one with the lightsaber, after all.
Fair point.
Die, Jedi.
It's a Dark Jedi there. Ooh. Dark Jedi. There's so many flavors of Jedi at this point in the game, or at this point in the lore. And of course, this is all smushed now because this is the extended universe for Star Wars that got all blanked out when Disney bought them. Because, I mean, it makes sense. There were so many stories and back stuff that there's no way they possibly could have just, like, picked up the same stuff. But we'll see. I wonder if... Would be surprised if they introduced Cal Katarn at some point, or, you know, some homage to it. You got laser blasted in the face. And this does look very good on a CRT. You, of course, have the action cam ready to go here, but I'm playing on the same CRT.
What happened?
And there's Cal Katarn, voiced by the same character, or the same actor.
I saw a huge flash of light and ran over to find you, just lying unconscious.
Oh my god, man,
Do you
Skywalker!
recall anything?
I saw 3 people. One was holding some sort of scepter and it was glowing. That's all I can remember.
A scepter? That sounds bad.
Are you able to stand?
Yeah, I'm okay.
And then, you know, it's a shame there was a huge lack of this kind of quality of Star Wars game, because I mean, I think a lot of people have fond memories of Jedi Academy and Outcast, and I mean, they're just
It could just be
boy, those facial animations now. You forget how much textures have improved. Like, we may complain about 100 gig installs anymore, but, you know, meshes and facial animation and textures have improved so much for the last decades.
Careful, Kyle. Everyone, follow me to the shuttle.
I think that was Luke Skywalker. I can't believe it.
Yeah, they don't hold back on the name stuff in this game. They just throw it right in the mix there. The Imperial Republic is basically gone, or the Empire is gone at this point, but they're remnants now.
With all the Jedi in the jungle, it was almost too easy.
Excellent.
Ominous foreshadowing. Yes, you'll be able to pick up the staff lightsaber later, or double-hilted. You will be able to pick up dual lightsabers, and there's a lot of customization in this one, which makes the multiplayer very fun.
To the Jedi Academy. Here we will train
And this is still honestly worth playing through, which I think is why they ported these games to modern systems too. I mean, I think it runs at, you know, full speed on the Switch even, so...
It has been the practice of the Jedi to assign each student to a master. However, since there are still so few of us, we will be assigning multiple students to one
There's
master.
only so much the Quake 3 engine can do.
So, Routheron, you will be assigned to Master Horn.
I can't wait to begin my training.
Rosh Panin, you will be assigned to Master Katarn. Jaden Kor, you'll also work with Master Katarn. Now, let's begin with your first lessons. And may the Force be with you.
Yeah, we got the one guy who's voice
There
acted.
was nothing.
Great.
But the area around the temple felt strange, like its dark side aura was gone.
Troubling.
Hmm.
But let's look into this later.
Yes.
Your students are ready to get started.
Master Katarn.
There's a mandatory
It's an
tutorial
honor to
section,
be
of course, to
serving
learn how to
under
use
you.
Force powers. It has to be.
First off, just call me Kyle. Titles make my skin crawl. Secondly, You're not serving under me.
And again, this is how
I'm
they
gonna
made it
teach
so
you,
that
and
it's
you're
basically
gonna
the same
learn.
game in
That's
that
it.
sense, but you're not playing as a fully powered
I'm
Jedi
sorry,
Knight
I-
right away, because yeah,
I didn't mean to
Katarn, of
offend
course, is
you.
very strong in this point in the
Don't
lore.
worry, Rosh, you didn't. I've been offended by professionals.
All
Now,
you
let's see what you two kids can
Katarn
do.
is like, you know,
Follow
Han
me to the
Solo and
training
Skywalker
grounds.
put together, right? So quintessential Star Wars hero, and there's a lot of loading in this one. Force power training with Cal Katarn. Oh, Cal, you scamp. Let's see how many people have actually played this game, because I know, again, it's very fondly remembered, but I'm curious to see who all has played this on any platform. I think this is on Mac even. I mean, I think it was ported to like virtually everything. And this is also on Xbox, if you're so
This is one
inclined.
of the many training grounds here at the Academy. I'm going to put you two in separate courses. When you're ready, Jaden, go through that door. Rosh, follow me.
This door? I guess so.
This
Nice.
course will familiarize you with your core Force abilities. These are powers that every Force user has. As you progress in your training, you will learn new
That's convenient.
abilities. Both the light and dark sides will
I'm
be open to
always
you. Remember,
hesitant, should I go through tutorial for the stream, but it's just, it's so integral to the story here now and all the stuff that if you were to start right after, it'd be really hard to, really hard to kind of line it all up, so. Yeah, that's fair. There are,
let's get started.
Eden Mac 84, welcome. We were just talking, I think, maybe you can correct me, Steve, I think this game was ported to Mac, or is available on Mac as well, right?
Ready?
Ready.
Here come the remotes.
Aha. You're a beginner at training. We're gonna start by shooting you.
Nice work, Rosh.
How many are there?
You did well too, Jaden. Your lightsaber is an invaluable tool. Even when inactive, it can defuse a potentially volatile situation. Trust me on that.
I don't know what you
learn
mean.
additional fighting styles. Changing styles during combat can surprise your opponent, allowing you to gain the upper hand.
It's fairly
From here on
complex,
out, we'll
really.
talk via comlink in each area. Let's move on.
That's true. Are there any pots I can smash? Hi, Cat. There's Zoe. It's like, what you doing? Oh, that's right. I do have the force powers already.
Push to get out of here and into the next area.
Forgot about that. Interesting. Yeah, I should try them out on there too.
This should keep you busy
Because I mean,
till
I
finish the course.
was PC at the time, but a lot of these games I think play perfectly fine on the Mac too. So that's right. Quake 3 and everything was on the Mac. So. This is how combat can be a lot of the time, is that you just enable force speed and you can just zigzag around like crazy and just take care of the problem, as it were. Whee! Yeah, I mean, they give you all the powers in the beginning, and that's always felt like, every time you replay Jedi Knight 2 or Outcast, it's kind of like a slog, because you're going to get to the force stuff, which is the cool stuff, you know?
What took you so long, Jaden?
Nothing.
You're sure?
It was nothing.
To get to the next area, you must pull a lever somewhere in the room, but you can't reach the lever with your hands. Remember to examine your environment carefully. When you're out on a mission,
You think so?
find a locked door. Look for the guy in charge.
That's true, yeah, and also I know that the original Dark Forces runs at a higher resolution on Mac too, because it doesn't have that DOS resolution, right? So Oh wow, that was hard to pull.
Solutions to problems aren't always obvious. Use your force sense to see if you can find a way out of the room.
My sensing. I see them, but let's see. So, oh, there we go. What's the last one? There it is. Oh, really? Jedi Knight 2? Or, sorry, Jedi. Dark Forces 2 Jedi Knight was also released on the Mac then? Huh. Here. Yes, oh, thank you. Co-pilot cat here. I'm licking my fingers while I'm trying to play. Look at that waterfall. It is funny. I mean, we play a lot of old games, obviously, but it's still funny when, you know, playing modern games now. I was playing Diablo 4 now. And, like, the details in the environment, the clutter and all that stuff, just, like, it's so ridiculous detailed compared to these older games where, yeah, it's cool and it's actually pretty good looking, but the geometry is pretty simplistic, you know. We have come a long way with graphical fidelity, so. Did I stab the waterfalls with my lightsaber?
You'll need to move fast in this next area. You can use the Force to speed up, both physically and mentally, allowing you more time to make decisions.
Whee!
So, did I win?
It wasn't a competition.
I'm sorry,
I'm not the one you should be apologizing
I did
to.
win anyway.
It's no big deal. You said yourself this wasn't a competition.
Hey, it was just a joke. I didn't think it would...
If that droid was set to Luke's training regimen, it would have killed Jaden. What were you thinking?
Jaden, I'm so sorry. I can't
You know, I was
believe
thinking that too. Again, I was
mean, I
playing
wasn't
Diablo
trying
4,
to-
like,
Rosh.
I don't know
Jaden, you have a right to be angry. But believe me, when I
what
say you
pieces,
don't wanna
like,
feed
are
that
actually
emotion.
interactive or not. It's hard, because,
I
I mean, you're playing like
understand,
Diablo 2 or
Master
something,
Katar.
so obvious which things you can interact
Apology
with.
accepted, Rosh.
And it's like,
Good,
we relied
that's
on it
it.
as gamers for
And
so long.
remember,
Like, well, that
it's
wall is
Kyle.
obviously breakable
Yes,
because it
Max.
looks different.
Um,
Now,
Sure
the
thing,
graphics,
Kyle.
the fidelity
Okay.
is so
You're
good
both ready to
that
start
it's hard to
putting what
see,
you
again,
learned to
yeah,
use.
which ones are the game and
Let's
which
see
ones
how
are
you do in
not,
the
you
real
know.
world.
Suddenly, Luke, whoa, hi, I didn't realize you were standing there. What are you guys talking about? You talking about me?
Kyle, I did some research on that strange mark from the clothing we found at the temple.
Yeah, you start with a
It is the
lightsaber,
symbol of Marco
multiple force
Ragnos,
powers on the first
a
mission, and
Sith
it makes the
Lord that died
game, I
almost
mean, more
5,000
fulfilling that
years
Jedi
ago.
power fantasy right away.
5,000 years? Are you serious? Oh, wait. Of course you're serious.
While you're out training your students, be on the lookout for information regarding a group affiliated with Ragnos.
I'm sure it
Sure
won't come
thing,
up again,
Luke.
it's fine. And loading? One loading? Or loading?
We receive countless requests for
Whoa.
assistance from all over the galaxy. Since we believe in learning by doing at the Academy, students of all levels help with these requests. Since you're an initiate, however, Kyle will travel with you on most of your missions in order to instruct you and ensure your safety.
The way that... Whoa, angry Luke there. The way this game is constructed is that it basically has like these checkpoints or whatever. You have multiple levels you can pick from now. And then you kind of level up from that, and then, you know, story beat, and then you continue. And many games, I think, use that thing where they kind of open up a little bit and then narrow down for a story mission. So yeah, you have all these. You can go to Tatooine, of course, because it's everything exciting in the world and the entire galaxy in Star Wars happens in Tatooine. So yeah, you can mercenary activity, droid recovery, emergency assistance. You can do all of these, so we'll go through quite a bit of them here. But I suppose we should start with Tatooine, because it is the most quintessential one. We've been receiving a number of reports that our disciples of Ragnos I've been trying to hire mercenaries to smuggle ourselves some cargo. If we can contact one of these mercenary groups, maybe we can find the cult's base of operations. One of the smuggling rings that we know about is based in Mos Eisley. Of course.
This one sounds like it could be nasty, so I'll be going with you. You'll find some of the galaxy's worst lowlifes on Tatooine.
They end, like, with an angry face there. So yeah, now you get to rank up. Increase 1 force power by a single rank. The maximum rank is 3. Click on any light or dark force power icon to upgrade it. So heal is useful, of course. We have the basic ones. We can do dark ones. I always do the light ones because I'm just a chump. But you, of course, can do lightning and, like, dark powers and whatnot. So we will probably... Force protection, yeah. Oh, they progress naturally. I can't do anything. So, alright, so we will do heal then. And you actually get to choose a loadout for each one, because you're basically, you know, you're going out on a mission. So, so we have, of course, our lightsaber. That's always coming with us, and then a blaster pistol. You can pick up a mine. We'll do a thermal detonator, I think. Because that's what Jedis use all the time. And you have the bowcast. Let's see, we have the blaster rifle, the standard one that has like the accuracy of, oh yeah. We have the bowcaster, also strong gun. We have a disruptor rifle. I believe this is a sniper rifle, and this is basically a shotgun, yeah, against droids. I think we might take the standard blaster and then the disruptor rifle. You know, the Jedi way is, of course, sniping people from far away before you even see them, which is the honorable thing to do. You can tell all the stuff they try to pull in here. Again, I think this is back to 2003. Not only are you visiting a whole bunch of places you might recognize, such as Mos Eisley, Tatooine, the only interesting place in the whole galaxy, you're unlocking force powers along the way. You start with a lightsaber, you meet Luke and Katarn and all that stuff, and it's I mean, again, I think that's the last Star Wars game like this that came out before we saw really Fallen Order again after, like, you know, 15 years later. But it was quite something. And I don't know all the story around it and what happened after that, why this sort of game disappeared. Unless I'm mistaken, I don't think there's any other Star Wars games like this after this came out. No other ones that are like this, single player, Jedi powers and that kind of stuff, to my knowledge. Until Fallen Order, really. Which I think Respawn and the creator of Titanfall had to basically beg for. Oh, take a drink. I recognize that thing.
Han, Chewie, anybody here? I guess they're out.
Okay, now they're really pandering here, but it's fine. It's fine.
Luke's info was good. These are definitely freelance.
It's funny too because everyone knows Star Wars now so well. It's not like an in thing anymore. It's like a multi-billion-dollar industry, right? So, oh, he said it. Take a drink.
Stay here and guard the entrance to the docking bay. If anyone tries to enter or leave, detain them. I'll head over to the Crate Cantina and ask around. I know some people there.
I mean, you're a Jedi. You're pretty well known at this point, right? You can't exactly, like, play low-key here. There's no way they're gonna do that. It's just too much money. I mean, Disney prints money from... Oh, there is a recognizable character. Take a drink.
A Jedi? Me? No, not yet. I'm one of Kyle Katarn's students. He's talking to some locals. We're investigating a cult that's been cropping up everywhere.
It's funny because this is then Jennifer Hale and how young she
Why are
sounds.
you here?
But again, in Mass Effect, she sounds a lot more
Leia
mature because that's
Organa?
the way she's doing her voice.
Wow. Must be important business.
We got Leia and Chewie and all the old favorites are back. What did he say? Did he just cuss? What? The Jedi way. Got some Star Wars music too. we're playing on easy, just as a reminder, because they are not really... Whoa, watch out there, Chewie. That thing's just too slow.
Good idea. We won't be such easy targets inside.
You have to pick up the weapons too as you go along. Pretty brutal too, because like, I know we're trying to defend ourselves, but sorry, Chewie, I don't want to cut your fur off here. Yeah. I forgot which is the use button. That's the power. These are all crates, I think, but... E cycles. R. Of course R. Makes sense. Shoot the gas tanks? Well, that seems like a bad idea.
Is it just me, or are the Rhodian...
Must just be you.
We need more cover. Let's get back to our ship.
What are you doing?
Because, yeah, we're definitely not getting like 60 FPS here now with all the settings turned up, but it also looks quite good, so... I was bothered by how choppy it is. We can change it up. Who's shooting at me? You're brutal. No. That's quite pretty low then, right? For recommend. I mean, it's a Quake 3 engine, right? Game still. Speed is the fun one. We got the heavy repeater now, which is a fun weapon to use as well. Oh, they're throwing detonators now? Not cool. Bloop, 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 bloop. Where are they? This repeater is so good. I think I shot him there. Oh. Our locked out beams engaged.
Ships. The whole place is locked down.
Well, we could do other stuff, but I mean, Jediing it up, of course, is the best way here now because it is the most fun. Bleep, bloop, bloop, bleep. But yeah, you're right, Sucre, because now it's like, where do you go again? Can't quite make it up there. Follow Chewie too and see where he goes. Yeah, one through here, yep. Where we going, Chewie? Okay. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Locked. It's locked. Locked. It's locked. Oh, there we go.
Hey!
Hey! How you doing? Really? Survived a thermal detonator? Fine. Guess I blew up a droid too. Yeah, I love the fact that it reacts to that. I might turn down settings a little bit. It is actually quite a bit choppy, so I want to set it to high. Do default. We'll try that. And then see how it runs now. Yeah, that feels smoother. It's still got, you know, that Quake 3 feel to it, but... And it's like, you know, yeah, 9700 Pro is a strong video card, but you probably needed to make it 100% smoothness with that setting. You probably just need a card that was more modern than existed at the time. That droid is just talking. Did I have to? Thought I did. Maybe not. I could take these out. I'm a Jedi. Ah, it's fine. Oh no, they blocked the door. Too bad that's never happened in a video game before.
Get back here.
I did not apply that? Oh, you're totally right. I sure did not. Oh, it said a red thing there. Apparently I need to click it too. Placebo effect. It is the name. That's right. We're going to do high. Apparently I have to hit apply. Who knew? Yeah, you can change that in the driver settings. Oh, it'll be fantastic game crash now. Did it just hard crash? Oh, it's going back in. It actually is relaunched the game for me, or no, it's just hard crash. No. Wow. Hopefully it takes you back to where you were in the game. But I'm guessing it has to reinitialize the rendering. We'll find out. I didn't see if it said it would go... Yeah, it goes right back. Okay. Yeah, thanks, Sucro. Thanks. Stream's over. Director complains to Sucro. The nice thing with doing retro stuff now is that we had the benefit of newer drivers, newer settings. But yeah, we definitely can mess with settings in the drivers if we want to in the control panel. But... Oh yeah, this is smoother now. Oh yeah. Checkpoint. Trip mines, thank you very much. Bullseye. I'm gonna just shoot that thing. There we go. Whoa! I didn't realize I had a charge blast there. It's super effective. Yeah, this is still this is a full retro machine in essence. Real original hardware across the board. Pretty brutal. Just like, hey, watch your buddy just get freaking impaled by a lightsaber. Oh. No throwing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does, but... Maybe I can disable this here now? It's very samey looking, so... the recharge stations. Very samey looking, but this is probably where I came up. Yeah, yep. I gotta get up to the control panel. And the cool thing with this structure, I think, with the mission structure in this game is that it never overstays its welcome. Yeah, you can't block those shots, I think, because they're like, you know... most of the, like, going goblin mode in this one is basically like, you have to, turn on speed and just go bonkers, more or less. Elevator here? There it is. Like how it, like, scrapes a hole there with the...
Okay, that's it for the Falcon. Now for the Raven's Claw.
Not in this control panel here? It's just this one, Falcon. Oh, that one's empty. I see.
It's a Jedi.
Yes.
Die, Jedi. Let's see what you've got.
Yep, sure did. BDs.
The tractor beams are down, Chewbacca. I'm on my way.
By the way, you're welcome. I did all the work again. That was convenient. There are so many droids here. Where's the door? There it is. Whoa. Hello.
Did you see anything?
I know where to go now. I look up there's shortcut commands for all the powers, I think, so you don't have to switch between like that. That's true, and I think he would probably say, so, you know. Gotta speak a little Wookiee, but there's so many droids talking constantly. Wait, they sent a lot of bad guys here. There we go. Now we're progressing.
Oh, did I miss something?
Oh, you scamp.
Good to see you too, Chewie.
Oh, they're all chums.
Guess
Because of course they
these
are.
mercs didn't want us here. That's high praise.
Oh, see, the main character, the known characters like us now.
These mercs aren't cheap. Someone in this cult must have a lot of credits. Or worse, it's backed by the Remnant.
That droid will
Listen, we
not
gotta
shut
get
up,
back to
though.
Luke and tell him what's going on. Can you tell Leia about the cult?
And the droid do it?
If he hadn't shown up when he did, I'd have been in a whole lot of
I think
trouble.
it bugged out. That
Yeah,
droid is
well, the way
beeping
Chewie tells
nonstop.
it, you held your own. Nice work.
Kyle told me about what happened in Mos Eisley.
Here we go.
It's a good thing Chewie was there, but you did well regardless. It looks like this cult and the Imperials may be working together more closely than we thought.
I just love that he gets angry there at default.
We've been looking into the shuttle crash, and it doesn't look like laser damage or a mechanical failure was responsible. It's almost as if something just tore apart the engines.
Okay. Alright, maybe we should not go to Tatooine again now. We'll go to something else. How about a merchant rescue on Blengiel? The Academy has received a distress call from a merchant ship that crashed on our planet Blengiel. They were pulled out of hyperspace when they crossed paths with an interdictor cruiser. The Imperials, apparently not wanting their presence known, fired on the merchant ship. The merchants managed to make it to the planet's surface and call for help. As far as we know, the planet is uninhabited.
This should be an easy assignment. I think you can handle it while Kyle is away with Rosh. Take a shuttle, land at the coordinates of the distress beacon, and pick up any survivors.
Well, that's not going to go well. Force absorption is useful. Force protection is also useful. We do have our lightsaber. We will go with our thermal detonator again. I didn't even think I used it. That's fine. We'll pick up all the new... That's just what you start with. You pick up all the weapons you're playing anyway, so... There's so much, like, deep lore in Star Wars. And it's funny now because, again, Star Wars is so well known. I mean, there's, like, so many hit movies, so many hit shows. I mean... There's a, you know, theme parks and everything around Star Wars, so it is such a ingrained in popular culture now. It's not like this obscure thing anymore. Oh no, shuttle hit. Is it a desert planet? LARP it. Oh, it crashed right next to that thing. Actually, I believe the mechanics of this game is pretty... This particular level has a pretty neat mechanic, if I remember right.
Nice work, Jaden. Some rescue mission.
There are sandworms here, and if you touch the sand, they will eat you. So it's actually a pretty neat, like, acrobatics thing. You have to maneuver around to not touch the sand.
Hello? Hello? Hey, you there.
Thank the Force you've come. This place is...
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Do not sue us. Not a sandworm, it's just a sandworm-adjacent alien. Yeah, don't touch the sand.
Maybe I can find what I need in the merchant ship.
Good thing these things are just scattered around here. I'm gonna look quick because I forgot there is quick keys. Let's see, quick save F12, F9, okay. Saving in quick, because I think we'll need this. This rock here? This is sand, isn't it? I do have 4 speed here, so, you know.
Should be safe here.
Inimboka, welcome. Playing Jedi Academy. Try not to be eaten by, you know, sandworms, but not sandworms. How do I get up there?
This power converter should do.
Power converter. Something is wrong with the sound effect stuff because it is triggering constantly. That's not what I want to do. I want to do pull. Pull that over here. Oh. How's it going there, sandworm dude? I'm trying to find power parts here now to basically make it out alive, so... Cheese it.
I've got to get over there.
Yeah, I can do it, just brute force speed. Anything to pick up there? No. I don't think you're supposed to, like, do what I'm doing here and just kind of just... Thermal detonators. I already have those. But I don't know what I'm picking up, so... Whoop, 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 whoop. You gotta, yeah, basically the objective here is, of course, to not get eaten by the sandworm, but not a sandworm. And also collect parts. Try and find everything you need to get out of here. Because, of course, you crash, too. Which is a stupid move, of course. I think we can return this piece now. My goodness, the sound effects. It might be because I actually enabled the EAX support. So you're listening to that. Okay, now you're kind of stuck here. Ah. I need one of these things. And then one of these things. We did go to Tashi to pick up the power converters, I guess. Tashi Station. Not today, Wormy. It's kind of gonna follow wherever there's rocks, right?
How am I gonna get over there?
Hmm. There we go, quick loaded. And we'll see. Because, yeah, that's really repetitive. Oh, there's the thing.
This energy cell should work for the cooling unit.
Oh. Oh! We're good. We're not good. We are not good. I think that's the thing I need over there. I might just whoop it over. Well, that's a pretty clever mechanic. I forgot about that. That actually made me react, because sure enough, that sank fast there. We're just gonna force speed our way through here. I've missed it. Really? I can't pick it up in 4-speed mode? Oh, I can only carry one at a time. Oh. Oh. Whoa, hi. Whoop, 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 whoop. Ah. Mm-hmm. It might be that the sound effect is there constantly to just kind of remind you that the thing is there, even if you're not seeing it, just as a suspense thing. But it becomes a little ridiculous here now. Plus, we did see the droid doing the same thing earlier. Alright, so we have this thing. Oh boy, so we have even more stuff to pick up. I know where the other part is there now. Oh, hi. Can I laser you? Here, Wormy. Not annoying at all there, Mr. Worm. I see the part over there, so I'm going to run for it here in a second once my force is built up again. You know, like in the movies, they just sit around waiting for their force power to regain so they can use the force. I mean, it makes sense, but I'm going to heal myself a little bit. Speed.
Just the power coupling I need for the acceleration compensator.
Sure. Star Wars technical mumbo jumbo. Got it. Can I get, probably lure them, all right? Yeah, once you have max out force health, you can heal yourself through pretty much any damage, I think, so... let's return this part, and then we're going to find the other one, which I'm not sure where it is, but I do like the creativity and the fact that they're doing these, like, micro-missions. But neat way to approach it. So where the heck is that thing? I didn't see that thing, but it's got to be somewhere on the right. Whoa! And really, that should have done something there. I do think it's almost funny that the game almost is like not intending you to use force powers in first person, because they just kind of get disorienting, which is why they go to third person for the lightsaber, which you can still. Where's that last part? It's probably over here somewhere. No, sir. Not knowing at all. But it is, you know, a departure from it. And I think that helps break up this game quite a bit by having this kind of like in-between stuff, right? That it down there? That's not what I meant to do. Yeah, it is. Of course, it's like right in the open.
This damper should be compatible with my hyperdrive motivator.
There we go. Hyperdrive motivator. Alright, everyone crossed it off on your Star Wars bingo card. Hyperdrive motivator. They jam-packed with little references, so, I mean... Might feel like it's almost pandering a little bit sometimes, but, you know, it's Star Wars. And it wasn't quite as inundated at this point. Although, so yeah, remind me, Nam, when did Revenge of the Sith come out? Was it 2005? Or was it, I don't remember now. But this would have come out after Attack of the Clones at that point. Or around the same time, so... There were other... point being is there were other Star Wars content and media and stuff like that coming out at the time, right? So... Be gone. GTFO. Heck out of there.
That's too bad about the merchants. Sounds like those sand
Yeah, now we
burrows
have so many things said after the fall of the Republic.
critters.
Or fall off the Empire, of course, with Mandalorian said in that time zone, time era, and this as his Book of Boba Fett, and you know.
I have some troubling news. While Kyle and I attended to the
Some
crash
troubling
shuttle,
news. My hairdo has
someone
become
broke
even
into
more
my quarters
improbable.
and sliced into my records. R2 is trying to figure out what they may be looking for.
I'm sure it's fine. No big deal. So what happens, the story will actually continue progressing here eventually by itself, and you can continue to finish out the missions,
So,
I believe, or not.
How's
So
your training going? I've been sent on a few errands, nothing exciting.
Same here. I guess that's just how the training works.
I almost
thought
got
it was
eaten by
just me.
sandworms.
Ever wonder if your master is holding you back? You know, making sure you don't become too powerful?
Why would you say that?
Well, Kyle doesn't seem to really foster my
I'm sure this will
talents.
be all fine.
I've gone on a couple of missions with him, but doesn't let me do any of the really important stuff.
Maybe he's observing you. You know, seeing how you accomplish your missions.
That voice
I
sounds
wouldn't worry
familiar,
about
too.
it.
I'm not so sure. What do you think, Jaden?
Well, I...
Ready to get back out there? Did I interrupt?
Interrupting Cal.
No, not at all. Well, I'm ready. Let's go.
Easy enough. A little flavor there to make sure you know his character. So let's see. What should we do next? Do you guys want to go to Tatooine, Bakura, or Corellia? What does chat think? Vote now by subbing and donate. No. Everyone have a preference? Want to go back and do more sand stuff? We've done 2 sand missions now. I don't know what Bakura is. I don't know what Corellia. The shipyards, right? So. Also, knock on wood, so far, the stream is also holding up. So, of course, I jinxed it saying that, but so far, so good. I'm a big fan of streaming with the AV1 encoder. It's working really well. Corellia, road recovery, yeah. But that's Tatooine, though, right? It'd be nice to do a non-sand one, even though it is a good one, but maybe we'll do Corellia, then. City Corellia Corellia has had numerous reports of activity by disciples of Ragnos. However, it's not clear if it's really the Sith cult or if it's locals just being paranoid after hearing about it on HoloNet.
I still have a few contacts in Coronet. We'll hit a few of the local cantinas and see what crops up. We'll also follow up with some of the people who reported this so-called cult activity.
Investigation. Yeah, we're gonna get, you can heal, as you're running around, which is really useful. I haven't even been using my weapons, but that's fine. Just do the lightsaber on the last one, but I mean, you'll pick up all the weapons as you're playing too, so it's not like that important. It's just your starting loadout. So let's go. But yeah, again, I keep saying it, but I do really enjoy this micro structure here now because a lot of the levels in the Outcast ones, which are really good, some of those they just feel like they drag on. Now, some of these might be super short, they're only like 5-10 minutes long if you know what to do.
And
But
Chicken punches the weak way right in the...
oh no! Oh, this is the one on the train level,
The
right?
message is coming from that cargo tramp down below.
Gotta have a train level. Because no one's gonna stop the train. We're just gonna keep going. They did it before Fallen Order did it. I gotta play some more Fallen Order. I'm getting pretty far now in that game. I should be able to finish it soon.
I'll take care of these ships. Head towards the front and clear out each car. Die, Jedi. You don't have to worry about your flank.
And open the door. Dismemberment. I got a bowcaster. Oh. Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a sewer level in this one. There might be. I guess, Mike, I'm not sure if you remember or not. I don't, but... Well, this is bad to walk on here. Remember if you're supposed to do that or not. Anyone help me? Fine. There we go. Turn off electrified rail. Will not stop the... Oh, never mind. I do like the fact that the speed thing slows down, really, the time, so... Sewer levels are just... Ugh. That sewer level in Dark Forces is the most epic, like, horribleness of a sewer level you possibly can get. I don't know how you can make a sewer level worse than that one, and it's one of those, like... Oh, we did stream that a while back, probably 2 years ago now, but I remember, like, punching the guy in the face once you finally get there, because it's so annoying. What? I want to get stronger force push because that's the most fun. It's just knocking everyone down. No, I didn't get a nice like takedown animation. You're so used to that now. You can do that kind of stuff and you get like a takedown thing. So got it back up there. Yeah, they just kind of, you can't like max one thing out to kind of break the game in this one.
You won't get far.
You were saying? You're no match for my extreme flailing.
Did you see anything?
No, I didn't see anything. Go back to what you were doing. Yeah, that's true. I remember that in multiplayer too. And there's you're in Cloud City one time, right? I think I played through this with Darkseid, the Force Lighting, because it just you send them just flinging off the thing. So Let's see. So here we go. Here's the powers. Okay, so these are just the built-in horsepower. So let's see, because there's a way to... So heal is not bound right now. What's F5 then? We'll see if they're not being used for anything. I can do that. Yeah. There we go. It made you really feel like you were, you know, a Jedi user in this game, or a Jedi. In the sense that, you know, you had the powers, and you had the stuff going on, and lightsaber right away, and... Like the, I mean, now we're so used to it, like the fact that she's holding out that to stop the rain and all that stuff, you know. Alright, Sucre, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Go get some rest. Locked. It's locked. Ugh. It's locked. Locked. He just run up at the exact same spot the other guy was standing at. Whatever. Let's see. I think I can get... Playing the newer Jedi games now, Fallen Order, so much climbing going on, you know, especially on the train levels. In the beginning, you have to do a lot of that. That comes with the territory now, I think. See, I can activate here. Let's push this F1. Okay, we got that. There we go. Making our way up here. Can. Oh, I can do that. Don't feel I should be here. But how do I make it up on the next level over there to get past the... This is some weird cargo cars. Can I go into this one? Locked. Ugh, it's locked. Got to run on top of all these, maybe? Someone's attacking this train, but we sure aren't going to stop it. Got a schedule to keep, right? So... I think we have the music from Empire. No way to get in there. That shake is starting to get annoying. But it's locked. Activate here. I'm missing something obvious here now. Locked. I feel like I can run on those pipes up there, but I gotta make it up there too. And Mike, you probably play this a lot here if you know where. Oh, there we go. Never mind. Whoops, that blew up. Some quick keys there is helping. Oh, elevator.
How can I get through there?
Oh, gee, I don't know. By shooting the things that are like lit up. There we go. Oops, got stuck again. I like in the newer games how, I mean, it feels a little irritating sometimes, but how often he puts the lightsaber away, because I mean, if he's jumping around platforming, it wouldn't make any sense for him to have the lightsaber out, run around, right? This seems incredibly unsafe to run around with a freaking metal thing like this. Ow. Who shot me? He uses a laser, honestly. First try. Whoops. Jumping on this freaking head. Enough of this. Ho, ho, ho. Now I have a machine gun.
Kyle, there's a bomb on the trail.
I thought Jedi were powerful.
Yeah, because I can spam the quick thing. Refill, whatever it's refilling. I think this is the ammo. Whoa, there's shield, thank you. It's a compelling package as far as, like, you know, playing in a Star Wars game. I think this is one of the better ones because it is just, you know, follows this.
That wasn't so bad. Okay, mission accomplished.
Bad news, Jake. The tram is speeding up. I think they're going to ram it into the station. You have to get to the control room and stop that train.
The cross on my head.
If I had the real force pusher, I would just be able to freaking knock him down, but can't do that quite as effectively yet, but you'll upgrade that, of course. We'll protect here. A lot of games have had like a train level, right? It's kind of like a trope at this point. Splat.
That was too close.
Great work, Jake.
It's going pretty fast there.
I think we're in the clear now.
Yeah, it's a neat level, and the fact that it's kind of compartmentalized. I think in a lot of other games,
It's lucky you two showed up when
you know,
did.
on Outcast or Jedi Knight, the same thing would have like drug on. Of course, I missed some secrets there now too, but I'm getting used to being a Jedi or Padawan. You look so angry, Luke.
This is getting more serious. We have been receiving numerous reports of a Sith cult called the Disciples of Ragnos appearing all over the galaxy.
Okay. Fine, we'll go to Tatooine now. And do the droid recovery. I remember this one too, but it just, the variety is really nice. And, you know, it's cool that we're getting modern Star Wars games that are good, like Fallen Order and the Jedi Survivor. Although they lean really heavy on the whole Souls combat, like, which that's is a little difficult for me, I will say. I'm just terrible with that kind of game. This one is more actiony or arcadey, so. A moisture farmer on Tatooine recently overheard a group of smugglers talking about a Sith cult in a local bar and had his R5 droid record a conversation. Unfortunately, he became afraid and sold the droid to some Jawas before leaving Tatooine. We need to get a hold of the droid before Jawas wipe its memory. You're to locate the Jawas, purchase the droid, and return to the Academy. Excuse me.
This should be a total blue milk run, kid. But it'll give you a
Blue
chance to
milk
pick up
run.
some negotiating skills. Let's head to Tatooine.
Yeah, we'll do that then. The same loadout. And it gives them a little more freedom to play around with it. And I noticed that's playing Fallen Order now, is that the levels or some of the areas are cool, but they're huge. It's like you're just exploring forever. I mean, you get a lot of bang for your buck. And kind of following Cal Kestis' journey and everything. But in this case here, it's nice because it's so compartmentalized.
Never around when you need them. Tracks. Maybe they've already come and gone.
It's nice that Kyle
Go
makes
see
an
if you can
appearance here
find their
too, and
sand
just kind of
crawler.
as your mentor.
They might have stopped in that canyon. I'll talk to the moisture farmers, see if they know anything about this cult.
All right.
All right.
Don't worry, Jawas are pretty friendly.
Yeah, they are friendly, right? I have a lightsaber. I'm sure everything will go smooth, and nothing bad will happen. Oh crap, something bad happened. Like, took literally 1 second. Ammo, I don't need that. Who's shooting me? Is he up there? Yep. I like that when he gets hit, I can hear him just as like he's standing right here. There you go. Say, you don't even recognize me being there. Forget this. Goodness, it takes so many hits. Like they want you to just lightsaber or something. And then the level is just kind of like a corridor, you know, progression here, but... I mean, your lightsaber kind of cutting him in half pretty easily, so... Goodness, yeah. Take a rest there. All right, Bruce, thanks for stopping by. And splat. Oh, someone with a fucking... Problem solved. It's still fun to play. That's the thing with this one, is like you get to... a little bit of that Star Wars power fantasy, right? Well, that sounded good. Oh. There you go, problem solved. Yeah, I'm just curious, isn't it? They're supposed to be like these wise diplomats and negotiator, but they just like just wreck everything. I guess they are the ones with the laser swords, so. Thermal detonators. I'm interested in this. Yeah, it gives you a lot of things to use in your toolkit here for wrecking unsuspecting fools here. We are donning a lightsaber. Yeah, not so much peacekeepers, technically, right? But levels of mace-like, too. The health kit, but I don't need it right now. There's a shield recharge.
You're not an R5 unit.
Large shield booster. Well, look at
Go
that.
that way.
You're a Jedi. Just push the rubble away. I don't think there's a map in this one. There's a thing to push here somewhere. Activate. Huh. I sworn I saw something that was activate there, but... I have a stick! I like that it gives you the option to use different, you know, if you want to go blasting, you can. If you're in a lightsaber, you can. Might as well, but here's like, hey, let's go investigate and talk to the moisture farmers. Like, not until I, like, decimate the local population of sand people. Oh, hi. I mean, really, you're just like, not like just like, oh, I'm gonna protect myself, but just freaking just killing everything in sight. It's the Jedi way. Yeah, I forgot how much fun, and it makes me miss this type of game a little bit too. Oh, hello. Dismemberment and the whole kit and caboodle. Oh, if I only had, like, stronger force push here and knock them off, that's... I mean, really, in any game where you can do, like, a knock thing like that... There we go.
What is this blasted droid?
Do. Can you unlock this door for me? Yeah, you can wreck them to get batteries and stuff like that out of them, I think, power-ups, but that's, of course, a mean thing to do. Is there any... droid? There's some. The recharge on this thing is horrible. There we go, full charge. I will disintegrate him on hit. Ah, it's the other Jedi way, yet again. Any more around here? I need to persuade through diplomacy by blasting them.
This is not the droid we're looking for.
Ha ha! She said it. She said it. Take a drink. So many references. Yeah, they're pretty effective. Again, not exactly. I mean, I get it with Cal Katarn being like, you know, whatever mercenary kind of, he plays by his own rules. But in here, they're supposed to be like Padawan learning the Jedi ways. Like, you have an important mission to go on and find a missing droid. Talk to some moisture farmers. Here's a sniper rifle. What? But it is very effective. And especially now that I'm getting used to the controls and everything, that is a bit of a Jedi power fantasy that even Fallen Order then doesn't even try to go there because you're, you know, you're alone almost and weak in some cases and you can't take that many hits, so. What? Brrr. Like, the mission's pretty quickly devolve into just, you know, doing this stuff. Boy, these sand people sure have a lot of explosives stacked around, or maybe that's the moisture farmers. Never know when you need to blow up some moisture, I guess. Thermal detonators, yes please. Catch. Really? Not very effective. Fun though. I'm just trying to do a little variety here in how I deal with the local population. That's pretty brutal. I mean, it's like... Yeah, we're not even pretending that we're here to, like, just kind of get our thing and leave. We're just actively wrecking everything. Good thing the lightsaber is indestructible, too. It's very handy. There's the sandcrawler.
Are these even the right Jawas?
Find out, won't we? I'll be so grateful when I help them. They're killing everyone. But one thing I noticed that with the Jedi Survivor now too is like you fight a lot of like animals in these Star Wars games. There's a lot of the wildlife and the fauna is often like a dangerous part of the Jedi existence, and full charge. Miss. Bye. They really just kind of like wreck the local fauna completely. They took over this whole thing, didn't they? This is, I think, is really cool. Bye. Anyone else here? Oh, it's the other side of the secret there. Sprawling level, too. I'm sure there's more secrets, but ain't no fucking time for that. And it's neat here that you get to explore and experience some of this stuff here now. You have to use sense. There's a box here, but there it goes. There you go. Took care of that before I even took care of them. Or are they? Yeah, you can't actually hop on them to knock him down in this one. I should probably turn off the lightsaber here. Do-do-do-do-do. Splat.
How do I get down there?
I'm glad you asked. I think that there's something I can do here, maybe. Use our scythe again. We found the lava. Everyone take a drink. I think there's a... I'll say it. Well, that's convenient. They tried to, and it's fun if you look at it, the Quake 3 engine, like, you know, again, it's not super new at the time, but the way they, like, kind of bent it to do these kind of scripted events and stuff is pretty cool. Don't worry about me. Dead out with a thermal detonator. Everything's fine. Flames and stuff too. Not trying to roast you, but... Oh, wow. I realized just even gracing by that one. See, when I saved last, gracing by it was enough to just murder me. Alright, we're right here. So that's good to know. Do not touch the flame, as it were. Save again, I guess. I was just going to check what was in that alcove there, but that was apparently the wrong choice. Oh, I turned it off. That helps. This is pretty impressive that it's unbroken here. We don't have to load or have like a sequence thing anywhere.
How many droids do these Jawas have?
Like a lot. Oh, sorry. I mean to step on you there. My bad. I'm gonna run out of shield here. Shield top up would be nice. You're right, it's a good recommendation for this mission. It is really fun because it is just a nice variety here. Oh, this is like a... yeah, connect thing, isn't it? There he is.
You must be the droid we were sent for. But it doesn't look like there are any Jawas left to negotiate with. I guess you better just follow me.
There were plenty of them left. In fact, all of them were there. We're taking. This is mine. Miss. It might, especially in some areas, like in some of the open areas. I think it's definitely dipping under 60. Otherwise, it's probably higher than that. I haven't tracked it because, you know,
not unless you count the sand people I ran into.
And just killed an entire tribe here.
So you must have handled yourself all right. Let's get this droid back to the academy.
I often don't have FPS stuff unless there's a command to get that going here. I usually just ignore, try and not think too much about it, but it is running very well. I would very happily play a game like this. But it does make me wonder if you play this on an even newer one, you can probably crank all the settings, especially if you run it on the current consoles and everything.
Nicely done, Jaden. I think you're ready for the next stage of training, but there's still another mission left if you choose to accept it. Remember, every mission is a chance to
want to do all the missions
learn
because you get more
about
force
being a
powers
Jedi.
that way. You can speed along the next story mission, but if you do that, you miss out on extra points. So we're gonna go here. So yeah, again, it's really nice to have these kind of chopped up pieces, so you don't have to have these, you know, 2-3 hour missions that some of these games were played with. So, officials from the planet Bakura have requested our assistance. An unknown party has taken control of a power station up in the mountains. They sent a team to investigate, but they aren't reported in. Their concerns are twofold. They want to stop whoever has taken over the station. Let's see. Taking over the station, and more important, ensure the station itself remains undamaged. The station is built over a dormant volcano, and if the facility is destroyed, the volcano could destroy a heavily populated city. The Bacurans need someone to infiltrate the facility and thwart their group's plan.
Kyle is currently away from the academy, but he will meet you on Bakura. Then the two of you can investigate the station. Be sure to wait for him before you do anything.
Sure, angry Luke. Sure. Yeah, sure, we will. We will absolutely wait. For sure. And it does make me wonder about a game. So it's like, if you take one of those Core 2 Duo machines, for example, or, you know, later 2000s, and throw a video card from that era too, then you can play all these games from this era here, early 2000s, super easy, especially with XP, which is why I think it's a great way to get into retro if you want to mess with that, to get like one of those Core 2 Duo, whatever. There's a billion of those available as old business machines.
Been waiting here forever.
And, you know, throw a decent video card in there, and bam, you have a great XP retro machine.
I've got to do something.
Oh, she can't wait. Better go take care of this. An unmarked X-Wing? Yeah, like an X-Wing without any, I guess there's no Rebel stuff for this, I suppose. Well, this must be good. This game does not handle, like, having someone fighting by your side in that sense, so otherwise I could see a modern game like this would have Kyle or, you know, a helper come with you a lot, but I don't think that's something that's conducive to the Quick 3 engine here. Check out here, too. Yeah, I remember thinking this game looked really good, even for the time. They did a good job improving this engine. This is probably fine. Everything's locked. Oh, it's locked. Secret area, I wrecked the place. Can't wreck it. What's the point?
The charges are set, sir.
Oh.
Good. The Republic is getting complacent. They underestimate us. This will remind them what happens to traitors.
This camera is panning all over the place.
Right. Move out.
I wish my force push was stronger. That's what was missing here, is I can knock them all off.
They're gonna blow the whole installation. I have to stop that countdown.
We have an intruder. Take positions.
Ready.
Blast them. It never gets old. Whacking stormtroopers. Which door do I take? Well, that's... Gotta trigger these mines here. Really? Evening, Sean. Welcome. Geek with social skills. Where are the things? They're right there. That should totally trigger that. That's BS. There we go. Get some electric juice here. I'm filled up on that now. That was just a place to get some extra stuff. Let's progress here. Roll under here. See, that wasn't so much a secret. That was like literally right here. Forgot I can do like these sweet like roll moves too. Yeah, there's quite a bit of advanced, I was gonna say advanced, but movement options in this game.
No wonder I was supposed to wait for Kyle.
Well, he literally did tell you to wait, and you're like, no, I can't wait. Your secrets, you were kind of like glowing there. It's pretty easy to see there. Someone cloaked there. flat. Come on. Ninja kicked a damn rabbit. Some more of this juice. This fills up the blaster ammo, if I remember right. And yeah, I'm kind of flying through. I'm not doing any of the... okay. Well, this looks like a lovely place. Can I survive this here? Is there a way to turn this off? We'll try it. Oh, yeah. Well, security key up. First try. Yeah, it does get... I remember, above all, like, having a lot of fun with the multiplayer, because it is just really, really fun to mess around with that stuff. Is it jerk way to put the I'll put him right behind there too. Not on my watch. Yeah, security key. Let's get this first here. But yeah, there's so many options in this game, kind of catering to different playstyles, and I think that there's no particular style that's, you know, better or worse, but it is nice that you have the option. I'll run out of these things here soon. Oh no, where did he go? I can't see him.
Okay, 4 more to go.
Oh, it's an elevator. I didn't realize it was an elevator, but sure. Go down here and check it out. Is there anything down here except just... Jump down here. Is this gonna kill plane me now? No. There's a stair here. We have a secret or something down here, right? Otherwise, that's a lot of extra stuff for nothing. No, just a cool, like, lair, I guess. Fine. I didn't want a secret anyway. But also, just like, I don't know how many other, you know, Quake 3 games that used, like, melee combat. Because, I mean, this is pretty unique in that sense. And I'm trying to think, there weren't that many games that used... Quake 3. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some, but... You jerk, you let me take care of all the... Let me take care of all the problems here, and then you just walk right in. Yeah, that's true. I can imagine this game. I've seen speedruns of it, and it becomes so, like, hard to follow. Because it goes so fast. Which makes a thing, and you gotta go fast, right? So we have a repeater now. My favorite weapon here. They go so fast, it's hard to keep track of what's going on. Anything back here? Yep. Pretty obvious where you are, dude. Kind of just roll him with now, see where we end up. Whoa, hi.
We have you now.
That may have been premature in your assessment. Got another security key, alright. Forgot to save. I'm not sure when it quick saves or auto saves. Yeah, I know. It's a power fantasy. Oh, I've already been here. This is back to the beginning. I was hitting R for reload instinctively, and that means nothing in this game. To be fair, I think even on a regular difficulty there, he just kind of walked right in with like 2 soldiers. He might have had 1 or 2 more, but... I went through here last time, so... Yeah, it's just like the phasers in Star Trek when they set it to max setting and just vaporize them.
Three more.
Anything more here? Union Steward, welcome. We're running around trying to figure out where to go next here. We're whacking stormtroopers left and right. Anything down here? These pillars are pretty cool, but they don't have anything here. I feel this is one of the more sprawling levels so far that we played, really. Definitely an opportunity to get lost here. And pretty open. Quite open. Every time I see on Twitter or anything, they're Sean, I keep thinking like I should do more with my Naboo. I'm so far behind on it, and had every intention, but then I'm working really hard on a current video that should be out here. I'm hoping this weekend. I worked quite hard on it, and it was one of those videos that like I'll just make a quick video and then like hours and hours and hours of hours making it later. It's coming together now, but that's right, this stupid hallway. I don't think I need to go this way. Seems like a bad hallway to go down again. But yeah, my Naboo is still sitting there. I got the network adapter, or not network adapter, the serial adapter already. I got everything I need to make it run at this point. But I haven't messed with it. Fantastic. Yeah, see, I'm so behind on this now. There's so many things I want to explore with, and I'll probably will live stream with the Naboo as well at some point, because it is a really fascinating machine. And I love the fact that the community know small part from your contribution there as well, how much it's exploded so quickly. And that's awesome to see something like that come out of the woodwork and then have the community rally behind it so much. It's been awesome to see. And it bodes well for, you know, preserving and everything. And new stuff too. It's cool to see all the new games being ported to it. Is that where I came? Yeah, this is where I came across here, this bridge. I've not been over here. Whoa! Whee! Physics, how did they work? As a the game engine that doesn't really have physics in that sense, right? One less stormtrooper. Oh, it's a gun placement there. Ah, no scoping to the face. Oh, is that a bomb over there? I can't remember, but it feels like it's going to be one of those, like...
Just 2 more left.
One of those where you have to, like, follow the color pipes and everything to make sure things are turned off and whatnot. So I got a security key there. Let's go check out the place that I needed the key for. It's really fun, and it does hold up quite well. It's got that perfect, like, mixture of, like, retro without being ridiculous. Whoops. Where are we going? Thing down here? Whoa, yeah. Certain death, apparently. Well, that's kind of pointless here. I mean, I like the labor ad by having these things here, but they don't really do anything. So, oops. Getting squished to death, too. Here lies the Jedi, her Padawan, Jaden, who got squished by the elevator. You should have looked where she was standing. Yeah, we're playing on easy. Can anyone tell? One of the things I do like a lot in the newer Star Wars games, or the Fallen Order and all that stuff, is the lightsaber is used for more than just, like, murdering people, but, like, provide a light source, used for cutting through stuff, and it makes it feel much more like a, you know, an actual object and not just a weapon thing. Checkpoint. It's the beginning area, isn't it? It is not. What is it, like a maze here? Not of the amazing variety either. Recharge. Disarm the two last ones. I was going to see if there's a map, but there is none. Boy, where did you go? There's one. No one?
One more.
Who's there?
Who's shooting me? Turret. Not anymore. Going up. Splat. Oh, that was... Ow. That was dumb. Good thing the Force can heal broken bones, no problem. Shiny. Just one more left. Oh, this is where I came in, isn't it? No, I came in... Okay. Yeah, I came in here and I took the elevator down there. What a maze this place is. See if I can do this again now here without splatting to the ground. Oh, come on. Ooh, those things sound really good. Like your hair will be standing up if you're standing next to these things. Anything else? Force healing. I made that jump the first try without any problem, and now I'm trying to repeat it and just... There we go. Sweet. I like this gun. Oh. There's nothing here. Supposed to be one of those, like, corridors you kind of, like, just run into a lot of resistance. I am a little surprised though, maybe my memory is just not... So that's a lot of those like tubes everywhere. It feels like that has a key part of this level somehow, but... Please respawn. Gratuitous falling down animations here. Taking a few hits here now. Now I was gonna find the last one, which in this maze here. So go back to this area. Some recharge stuff here. Yep, it sure was. We'll take that. Ah, that's the stuff. Green, green energy. Ammo. It's discharged. So, anyone take a guess on where the last one is? I guess there was a big open area earlier that I was walking around in, so... That's true, I do have the sense. Use the force. I used the force earlier and it caused me to fall down a ledge and almost break my bones. Went great.
Hey, you there.
No. Sorry. Over there? Yeah, that makes sense. Can't use this gun emplacement though, that's kind of a bummer. No one coming at me here. True, I haven't checked back here, so thanks for that tip and reminder.
Get the Jedi escape.
I think he just threw a grenade on himself. Really? Did you just respawn? Yeah, it's the Jedi way, running around with just a single blaster here. Oh, man. Well, I'm not making that jump. Also, that door is actually closed, so... Nothing here, too. That's a bummer. Let's check out over there. I've been down there. Ooh, thermal detonators. That's my stuff. Here, we're using the force. We're running super fast. Take some of that. Oh, recharges to all the ammo. So it was up there on that platform where I was messing around? Because the, so, not where I was. Just really confused now. Oops. I can do this. So, over there is that platform area where I couldn't make the jump, probably, unless you think I can. I've already disarmed that one. There's a way through there, though, on the inside, but... Oh, does that go up or down? Down. Or been down here, there was nothing here. I was about to be squished by this one. Whee! There's a backdrop there, too. I guess the camera in the beginning would help you find everything, if you're so inclined. So yeah, I think that's the hallway I was in there earlier. Yeah, I was in there. Why is that part of the wall different color there? So not over here then, but when you say all the way to the left, referencing inside the building or somewhere else. Sorry, it can be a little bit dense when that stuff happens sometimes. Hard to keep track of everything. I went through that whole building and found the one in there. I went in here. Was there anything here? All the pumping happens. I'm bummed I can't use this turret for anything here. Take that. Inanimate objects. What are you saying back here? Yeah, I went through the burning hallway earlier. That's the one, there's one there. That's the problem, is I could have missed something somewhere else. I haven't been in here, obviously. They're all just fine hanging out with their buddies, getting blasted outside. That's weird. What was coming back here now, but it actually... I'm not sure, that might have been... We'll see if it buffers up here now. Sorry about that. It might have been OBS there that just tanked. Let me know when everyone can hear me again and it's up and running. Or live. Just restarted the stream there, so hopefully it's catching up. Back? Okay. That's really weird. So I'm using the AV1 encoder, which is one of the... I mean, it's still in, like, pretty early release in OBS, but, like, I don't know what happened there, but it's just, like, my upspeed is still fine. Internet's fine. But it was just, like, my transfer rate and the drop frames just went, like, berserk. So I'm not sure. That might have been, like, a bug in either OBS or... Yeah, these guys are respawning, huh? Splat. I did that bomb. Okay. So yeah, that was bizarre. Hopefully that stays fine now, but yeah. I wonder if that's more of a display issue or problem with OBS, AV1, or my video card, or a combination thereof. There you go. Solar flare. So, where do we think we're going to go next? Because I've already did the bomb in here. Unless there's another one in here. Because there was only one in here, I think. Ooh, large shield booster. Yeah, I'll take that. But the internet was fine the entire time, so... I don't know that this is a bandwidth issue. Looks like down the stairs only had a couple of extra items there. I'm guessing this part here is supposed to be the last bomb you disarm, but not the case for me, obviously. This is not an elevator. This is. Already got the bomb here. We'll see if it drops again, but that sure felt like more like a display or a bug or a problem like that. I don't think my video card's overheating. It's got plenty of juice, so... Disarm that one. Kind of feel that it's probably unlikely to be another bomb in this building, right? Means we gotta do some backtracking. Find the right one. Terrific. Up, please. So we will run back towards the beginning area and look around. So there were two bombs over here, which makes sense. There was one over there and one over here. And then I have... There was one... Guys are respawning too. Can you help me? And let's see. Been around here. Yeah, I went all the way around here, and there was one in here. And, they blew this place up here. Just checking again, but I'm pretty sure there was a bomb down here we already disarmed, so... Yeah, this leads you back to the beginning, actually. We'll explore this area again just to make sure. Nothing like a little backtracking, which I do enjoy in Metroidvanias, but maybe not so much here. So this is the first area I went to. We'll explore this again here and double check. And this is going to be the burning hallway, I'm pretty sure. Yep. Ow. It's fine, I'm just slightly on fire. I think you ran all the way here to get the security key to get in there. I believe this is the first bomb when disabled is in this general area. Actually, I think you just got the key here. Well, check it out. Yeah, this is the first one. First bomb. Nothing like doing a little mace running here, too. Yeah, I'm really curious what that was. If it comes back again, we'll see how long we push through it if it keeps dropping. But that's weird, because, yeah, my drop frames went sky high. My internet's even fine, so unless there was a problem with the ingestion for YouTube there, that was probably something with my video card or a combination thereof. Okay, so this takes you back to this building here. Nothing down here, right? Been over there. Back here again, because there were 2 stairs in the beginning there. Oh, that's stupid hallway again. Really? They're respawning like that? No, and I mean, Clay was streaming for hours and hours, and last week we ran it just fine, so, because I mean, the... so right now, basically, with the 4070, it's running at, I mean, like 25 to 30% 3D use, and the video encoding is at 27% just flat. Memory is almost nothing. My CPU is at 33%. My memory is like half. So usually in the past, then, it's been my bandwidth's been the problem, but in this case here, it just seemed like something else. Ah! I think I've been up here, but I'm going to check it anyway. I did that one, too. They are literally respawning down there. And there's nothing down at these towers, so it's got to be in this building or in this general area. There's no way there's anything in the beginning here anymore. That seems very unlikely. So that's definitely in the end area there. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. It's a nice thing to stream too. I thought about doing that too at some point. Maybe stream something like that because it's a fun era too. I have fond memories of playing like Infamous, the first one, for example. I spent a lot of time on that one. I love that game. Just watched a G-Man Lives video on it too, and there's a lot of cool games for those platforms too that never made it to anything else. That's right. You find some PS3 games there too, because yeah, that place was just a goldmine for that kind of stuff if you were willing to dig through. Very nice. Were they all selling for $5 a pop? Because I know that the Xbox, GameCube, and PS2 were selling $5, but I'm not sure of the PS3 and stuff. Because if that's the case, I may have to stock up next time I go there. Assuming I'll go there again next spring, so possibly. It's a little bit of a trek for me, but I could drive there. I could hop in a car and be there this weekend. Oh, so the actual full system PS3s? That's awesome. So, okay, we've explored the beginning area. Let's check this here again, then. There's nothing in here up here. And there was one bomb over there, so we got that. Good thing they're not blowing these things up as I'm dilly-dallying and running around. Maybe there's one below here. I haven't checked that out much. I'll say I have the, we have the fat PS2, the original one. I haven't done anything to it, so I should probably, I know if nothing else, repaste it, right? Because it, that's definitely a known problem with them, is that the cooling paste gets stale and everything, so. Oh yeah, that's, can't get them all, right? And that's the place. And I mean, if you're in a decent driving distance, it's a fun one to come back to. And you give it enough time. That sound like they were constantly adding new stuff. The lady there who runs it, apparently she had an entire warehouse that someone like gave them like a cash offer on. She took that to get rid of everything. And then she still collected everything. And everything that was in the store was from after selling the warehouse. They still had another warehouse full of stuff, so. But we were there, and people were bringing in stuff they were donating. It was just crazy how busy that place was. So I've been on this one, right? I'm going to go down here and look. I think I've been here, but... Nah, I don't want to miss out, right? So... Secret area. Oh, great. They will happily sell everything. They were super friendly, too. The people are working there. There was one guy who, I went there with Suka or Bruno as well, and we ended up chatting one of the guys that worked there, and he said he used to come there basically every day almost to see what they had, and he liked it so much he started working there. And I could see that, because, I mean, if you like that kind of stuff, it's a heck of a place to work, so. Oh, man. Stuff's dying left and right. So it feels like it would be something with this tower here, but... This room is just empty. There's no other elevator in here, right? No. You think they want to blow up this tower too? So, there's one back here then, or one there. Is there one over these cisterns here? Because there's one right there. Is there one over here I missed? Nope. A little model or geometry poking through there. Yeah, that place was just lethal, and it's just like, they were ready to cut deals, and I felt like, you know, I got a great deal on the stuff I got. But I got so much that eventually, like, I can't justify buying more. Not only mentioning that I had to get it home, too. I mean, I flew there, right? So I ended up shipping a box to myself. But sooner or later, you, like, kind of hit that budget, even though there's so many deals. And just, like, yeah. So the big building has 2. Let's take a look there. I don't know if I got both. Yeah, that place is was just lethal in that sense. I don't know if I got 2 in this building, so let's find out. I know I got 1 for sure. That's the thing, like, even at like $10 per big box game, which is a great deal in any day of the week, if you pick up like 25 of them, it's still $250. So it's like, yeah, that's a great deal, but sooner or later you get to the point where you're like, Now, in my case, I wish I would have bought more because I was already shipping the stuff, but it was one of those, I mean, you probably felt it too, it was just this overwhelming feeling when you got in there. There's just so much stuff that it was just like, I don't know how to process this. Eventually, Bruno and I just like, we ended up going for lunch too, and just like, we got to walk away from this place because it's so overwhelming to be in there. And like sorting it in your head. So there's one. So there must be another one in that later area where I was. That other door that I couldn't go through. So that door there, you can only get to that. Oh, hello. Ah, here it is. Found it. Found it.
ship.
Gotta run back now? Ugh. Well, we found it. Yeah, I'll say I was curious about that Office game. It looks pretty terrible, so. But kind of what you expected, right? So that stuff can be really fun too. Well, at least I know the way back. This is a big mission here. Apologize for the bump in the stream earlier here now, but
Who's there?
nice. Let me know or post it in Discord when you do. We'll see if I can join. It'll be fun to watch because it looks, say, probably as expected. Splat. Brutal. Elevator, please. Yeah, so we found that at least, but anyone I can use this on now? No. We're in the right place now, though. I know where to go. We just need to go back. I'm assuming we're gonna have more respawns randomly. You're goner. Wow, they don't even have the Office theme. Oh, we gotta go through the hallway of doom again. Whee! Made it through mostly unscathed there. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm done here. Gotta get out of here. I don't think I will. You can cut off the limbs, but you can't decapitate them, so. I swear I know how to be a Jedi. Supersonic racing. Kyle still never showed up. First try.
Sorry I never made it to Bakura. You seem to handle yourself okay, though.
You could have come and helped.
Something's come up. We need you back at the Academy. I gotta say, I admire how you've kept your balance. You've got a good, strong spirit. Keep it up.
You can also put it in dark side. I should do that sometime. I think I did one time, and I remember like force lightning, people flying off for Bespin.
I have called you all here to relay some disturbing news. Someone sliced into my personal records and accessed some highly sensitive data about places where I felt a strong connection to the Force. Places like Cloud City, Hoth, and Biss.
What could they get from that besides a tour?
Oh, be so snappy, but
I believe that the set
yeah,
that Jaden saw was somehow used to drain the residual
really
force
is.
power from the Masasi Temple.
Drain the Force? How can anyone do that?
I'm not sure. But
yeah,
I've
it
learned
is.
from the Jedi holocron
Yeah, I really want to go
that
back to that
devices were
place. I
created in
wish
the
I had more
past
time there
that
too.
could
There were so
absorb
many
and
big
store
box games I
force
missed not
energy.
picking up. I
Those
should have,
people
but
Jaden saw may have
again,
discovered
hit that
some way
cap
to
or
harness
whatever,
force
and it's
power
fun.
with that
I mean, I
scepter.
found
Which
a
could be
couple of things here
dangerous
locally
indeed.
too since. And you never know when stuff comes up if you're patient, but
So
I'm
what are we
actually at the
going
point
to
now
do?
where I have to start getting rid of stuff. I'm going to bring probably some machines to VCF Midwest. I am going again this year in Chicago
You're going to
in
wait
September.
Kyle, I
I'll
need
probably
you to look at the
bring
Valley of
some
the Jedi.
towers and just kind of either put them on the free table or whatever. It's nice to pass them
Real
along.
action.
Because
Why
shipping
would
that
they be
stuff is
stealing
near
Force
impossible.
power?
I don't know. You worry too much, Jaden. I bet that these cult guys can't take on a Jedi.
Well, we're not Jedi yet. We're just students.
You may be just students, but you're both well on your way. So don't rush it.
Jaden, I'm sending you to Hoth, where I had a vision of Obi-Wan Kenobi. I imagine there was a pretty strong aura there. Raj, I'm sending you to the remains of the planet Biss.
I'll have
It's
to go to
very
East
remote,
sometime
so I
too.
doubt the
It's
cult has been
that one
there.
is so far
Don't
away I'd
stay
have to
too
fly,
long.
but
The Imperial remnant may
at least
still be
with Chicago I
operating in
can
the area.
drive, and
No
it's,
problem.
That's
last year wife
everyone
and I
then.
went both, and it was a
May
fun
the
road
Force
trip
be
too.
with
So
all of you.
class dismissed.
Good luck. Call me if you need any help.
This is a mandatory mission now. We got a good loadout here now, and hopefully no bombs to disarm. So. So he just sent you to Hoth. I feel like it's just a little checklist of things we want to have in the game that are cool to remember it by, right? It feels pretty, a little pandering, I suppose, but that's all right. Oh, never mind. Full Star Wars music and the whole kit and caboodle. All right, see you later, Sean. Have a good one. Sad with early meetings. We'll see how long this mission is. This might be the last one for tonight, so... yeah, they don't really care too much about that. The models are like, they're creative, but yeah.
Is Master Skywalker wrong about this place?
Well, better not wear a hat.
What's that? I guess I better
Beacons.
check it out.
Better come take a look at this.
I can probably cover more distance with one of those tauntauns.
That's pretty creative. In the sense that they added this.
Here? Maybe Master Luke was right after all.
You there.
Hello.
Who goes there?
Can I shoot from my tauntaun? I don't remember. That is true. She did actually put on real clothes, which is not something you see that often.
Hold it right there.
Whoa, hi. Yeah, so no Dagobah here, but they are trying to hit all the high points here. I assume, I can't remember now, I assume we have to fight one of the ice monsters too, because of course we do. Yep, there's one.
Hurt you.
Bird, brains. Yeah, no problem. It's 500 blaster rounds, and we're all set. I bet there's a secret in that cave there, but I'm going to progress now. We have two things here. Oh my.
You're under arrest.
You have no authority anymore. You're like in remnant Imperials.
Doesn't look like they got in this way. Must be another way in.
Oh, you can? I'm not sure if you're saying that to be funny or they actually do. I just don't remember. But anything big like that, I'm not gonna, like, walk up to it and see what happens. I'll try and avoid them if I can. Oh, hello. It's convenient. Fantastic. No one. Robert? Oh, hi. You wanna... This was ill-advised. Ah! Fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. How are things with you? Oh, don't shoot my tauntaun, dude. Not cool. Good lord. Whew. I can probably get that gun turret there. See if I can do something about that. No? Sure, that's how you're supposed to do it, right? And you can save right in combat too. Oh yeah, that looks sweet. Sorry, I wasn't even reading what you said there, but I'm starting to realize I probably could just do that. Yeah, it's all gone now. No one. Don't worry about all the commotion you heard outside either. Hang on, elevator, wait for me. Which way did I go? Up or down? Go down for now, I guess. There we get some protect. I don't know how I would have survived that frontal assault if I wasn't playing on easy, but it is fun though.
Locked.
Locked. Oh, it's locked. Yeah, they were pretty good. Locked. It's locked. And I mean, that's the thing. When you're playing like this, you can just kind of brute force it, of course, on the easiest difficulty. Who's still shooting me? No one is? Okay. Take some shield? Yeah, there's a lot of cools. And that's one, I should probably, what we should do is we should finish... We should finish Jedi Knight and then go to Mistress of the Sith, because I've never really played that at all. Even though I have the CD for it, so... I wonder which door opened. Oh yeah, thermal detonators. It's nice when you interact with the environment, and they did a really good job when you consider you're like... Did finish that one. It is really fun. It's just, it holds up really well too, and it's just like you forget almost the era it was made in, but it's pretty advanced for the time. And I mean, at that point, I remember as a kid too, seeing like, oh my goodness, it's Star Wars, but I'm in it. You know, that was just such a novelty at the time.
You know, I used to race on the smoke circuit.
Twofer. Bullseye. Yeah, it has a lot of stuff that, like, I can see him on the, I think he's even on the box, so he's got a lot of stuff going for it. And again, there was no other, like, Star Wars FPS, right? So stabbing people in the back the Jedi way. For being like remnants, there sure are a lot of these bad guys around. At least with easy here now, you sure get that Jedi power fantasy. That's the thing that I have a little trouble with in Fallen Order. It's like I like everything as far as like story beats and like the... It's a fun game, but the combat, it just never gels with me, and I just am so bad at parrying in all these Souls games. So, welcome Philly cheesesteak, and yeah, that's the motto, right? The Jedi way. Don't let anyone get away, and just practice murderonomy. Please.
Who goes there?
No one. It was just the wind. Ah. No one at all. There we go. Gotta have a turret section like this. It's mandatory. Don't get away.
I guess I should keep following the beacons.
Just casually, as you just like freaking just annihilated like 20 people. No big deal.
Why would they be guarding this pile of junk?
What's in here then? Alright, get in here. Seems like I should be. There we go. Secret base in here, huh? Oh, that was the story progress, I guess. In Echo Base, it's a little bit about, like, yeah, we're gonna go there. New objective. Do you remember Star Wars? You're in it. More murdering. How many games have been? I mean, there's some games that like repeat the actual events of the movies and stuff like that, but there are a lot of games that they place in the well-known areas.
Let's see some ID.
Really? He has a lightsaber.
Auxiliary OP. Yeah, why? I thought I heard something down there. Could be a wampa. We cleared this place out when we got here.
That's fine. You heard nothing. Still, I mean, not as maze-like. There's... Still progressing a lot easier than the last one. I disagree. Look, look, it's where Luke was. It had a little too much fun recreating his environments, I feel. I also remember the fact that in Outcast and this here, that the lightsaber like reacted to touching stuff, which was, I mean, it doesn't actually do anything, but I think it will blow up explosives if you touch them. But the fact that it like will burn marks in the wall and stuff, I thought was just so cool. That has to be a secret area here.
Someone there.
Nope. Splat. I assume there's I just don't remember. I assume there's a end boss here coming up, or a boss for this level coming up soon. Is it dead end here? Oh, there's an elevator. Checkpoint. Time extend. That's weird too. It's like I never saw my internet drop or anything. It just had that weird blip there for a few minutes with. Stop running. Where's my lightsaber? Ah! I got stuck over here. Droids.
You're under arrest. Stay where you are.
Just stayed on the gun, I guess. Good lord. Yeah, the body count on this Padawan here is starting to get a little ridiculous. He has taken care of a lot of stormtroopers, but it's okay. They're space Nazis.
Hey, you there.
Yes. I realized there were more moves you can do, like... There is some directional use on the lightsaber, but, I mean, it's just kind of swinging around anyway. Recharge? Recharging. Yeah, it does make me want to finish Fallen Order, because I'm just kind of inching away at it, and it does play quite well on the deck. Kind of as long as you temper expectations, set at 30 FPS, medium settings, it plays quite well. And being able to kind of pick it up wherever is nice too. Not optimal experience, of course, but it's passable. give you,
Hold it right there.
a lot of people to mow down here now. Elevator? Yep.
Hold it right there.
I can't remember if you upgrade the ability for goodness, the blocking, if that gets better or not, because she's pretty meh right now on it. Hey, remember, this is the place. Remember it? Haha.
Command center to
Of course, this is part of the plot, is that they're basically siphoning off dark energy from special force areas.
Fortunately, the computer kept logging their flight information. And we found Rogue Leader's flight trajectory when he left Hoth. From it, we've been able to determine that Skywalker went to Dagobah.
Uh-oh. Sneaky little Jedi. Oops, that's not what I wanted.
An intruder!
This isn't good. Better find this Aurora.
Coked up Jedi here, flying around like a squirrel. Oh, hi. See you later. Door?
Yes, Master.
There we go.
Dagobah. Skywalker didn't mention it in his journals. He must have been trying to protect something.
Well done, my apprentice.
That's right, so you don't go to Dagobah, you just... Oh, hi. Awkward.
Ah, you must be the saber-wielding troublemaker who neutralized our perimeter guard. Are the Jedi
I mean,
so thin
she literally
and
killed, like,
since
hundreds of people at this
back
point.
The disciples of Ragnos?
Boss fight.
You cannot hope to defeat me. You are weak.
I think I'm hitting her based on her grunting. Aha! Oh no! Again, it's pretty impressive what they're doing here with the scripting to make them move this way too.
Wealth. I can't wait.
Sassy too. Yeah, they progress like this, and it's kind of the midpoint of the game. Remember, right now you get another section of missions that unlock that you can kind of work your way through to upgrade your powers and everything. So,
if they find it.
Did you find anything on Hoth?
But Luke's thinking about his haircut.
They must have already taken the force energy from there.
Just as others have reported. Bespin, Endor, Coruscant, everywhere.
They're bottling it and selling it.
Kyle, what about Biss?
Force and
Rosh
bottle.
hasn't returned. He's long overdue, and we haven't heard from him.
You know, for rebuilding Jedi Order and like trying to like
Since he's
let's
still alive.
I'm going to Biss to look
let's
for
teach
him.
them and like build
I
up
know
the
some
order. They're
people
like,
that can
hey,
get me into some
you
of
are
the
just
outlying
learning.
Imperial
Great. Now
outposts.
go to the super
We'll see
dangerous
what I
place
can
and do a
find
mission
out.
on your own.
Very well.
What about me? I want to help. Rosh is my friend.
You can help
Attachments.
by staying here and completing your training.
Kyle's right. There are still missions for you to undertake. And we can't neglect the training of one of our most promising students.
Promising?
Yes. Due to your heroics on Hoth, we are promoting you to apprentice.
She's kind of done a lot of heavy lifting around here. So,
Thank
you know.
Master Skywalker? Master, Kyle?
I'm pretty sure it's Jennifer Hale. I can't remember, but... Ooh, got a new style. Fast style.
Master Skywalker and Master Katarn have left the Academy. I have been instructed to provide you with a set of possible missions.
Is that a generic droid, or is it actually C-3PO? We're going to start one here now, but probably won't play very long. It's already going for a while here now, so we'll call it here once we get into the actual mission.
Hey, Jaden, you should be able to handle this no problem. Small-time thugs like Racto are usually very intimidated.
This is
by the
basically
sight of a
knocking down a
lightsaber.
crime syndicate, I think. Yeah, we can do... Force protection. Now we upgraded all the other stuff, too. Oh, we got more weapons. That's basically a shotgun. Heavy repeater with concussion launcher. That's the one we like. And then the flechette launcher. It's like a flat gun from Unreal Tournament, I think. So you gotta have some missions in Coruscant. On any Star Wars game, they gotta do that because it's so iconic setting. Lawless Galaxy still. Well, I guess that gives you conflict for your epic space opera to be set in. But I think, like, there are so many Star Wars games. It's kind of ridiculous how many we've gotten over the years. Varying quality, of course, but there's so many. That's when we want to pick out the, that's the Old Republic again, or the Old Republic.
Here and take me into custody, Jedi?
My haircut is even better than Luke. That's excessive. Later. I say this as I start playing again here now, but... And now our powers, our core powers have upgraded a little bit too. You can jump much higher now. I think I can actually make this jump here now. Not if I just don't jump at all. And thus ends the promising story of our young Padawan as she fell off the platform to her untimely demise. There we go. First try. Yeah, now we got the real... Later. It opens up a little more now because you can do... You gotta do that kind of stuff. Just... Fine. I think we're gonna probably call it there, but it, you know, once the movement stuff opens up, you have a lot more options on how you can get through the game, and I'll save there too. But it still holds up really well, I think. It's like, yeah, it's had a little jank to it around, because I mean the engine was old even at that point, but there's a reason why they remastered Outcast in this one. Well, not remastered, they re-released it. For current consoles, you know, you can play this on Switch, and you can play it on modern PC very easily too. So it's still fun to play, and you can see where like the core ideas came from Fallen Order, and how like they took the blueprint of these kind of games and made them into modern takes. So thanks for sticking through, especially with the problems we had there for a couple of minutes, but I guess it was pretty short-lived. At least was able to recover. So thanks again for hanging out, everyone, and we'll see you on Discord and online and all that stuff. Otherwise, I will see everyone at the next week's stream. So, video is in full progress. I'm hoping to have it out this weekend. Not sticking to the monthly schedule, but at least close to it. So, again, I appreciate everyone hanging out and watching, and have a good night and have a good weekend. And I'll see everyone later. Good night.